Welcome back, everybody. Today we got some exciting news, some exciting Nintendo news. We haven't actually had a lot of Nintendo news recently. A lot of AI, right, has been floating around. There's the Microsoft conference is still going on that we've been talking about a lot recently, but we figured we would give the spotlight to something else today because, it can get a lot when all there is to talk about is AI. So today we're talking about how Paper Mario, the 1,000-year-old door, is coming to Switch. I believe it's actually coming in 2 days. Actually, no, tomorrow. It's supposed to be the 23rd. You all should see on screen now. I got the page all loaded up here. Let me double check the date. Wow, this is a tall web page. All right, yes. So tomorrow it's going to be coming out. It's going to be available. It's available for pre-order right now. But once, it's actually out, you can buy it right on the Nintendo Switch app, or you can buy it in person, with the cartridge, whatever you prefer. I have never played the original Mario, Paper Mario, the 1,000-year door. How about you, Alex?
I haven't really tried it before, nor have I actually have the console to play it anyways.
Gotcha. All right. What do you normally play games on? You have PS5, Xbox, PC?
Both a PS5 and a Wii, but I don't really use the Wii all that much.
All right. Yeah, I had a Wii. That was like my first console, and then it broke, sadly. I don't even know. I forget what happened. I think it just stopped taking DVDs. But yeah, the Wii was one of my favorite consoles. Now, really, if I play games, which isn't very often, it's probably on the PC or the Switch. But yeah, so I haven't played anything in the Paper Mario series before. So maybe now, because I've been playing more on my Switch recently, I'll buy this possibly tomorrow, and I'll get playing it. I'll give you a little review. Steven, who hasn't been on in a while, but when the next time he's on, he'll probably go buy this and play it because he's a big Mario fan, so we could talk to him about it. But yeah, so this is exciting for all of you Mario fans out there. We got a jam-packed episode today, a lot of topics coming up right after the intro, so stay tuned, and don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, there we go. Alright, so let's get into today's tech history again. When Sam's not here, I sometimes have trouble, but I've been getting better at finding it, so hopefully today I'll do it. Okay, yeah, here we go. So, on May 22nd, May 22nd, 1984, Dustin Moskovitz, oh god, yeah, when Sam's not here to help me pronounce things, I have a little problems. Anyway, Dustin, let's just go with Dustin. Dustin was a co-founder of Facebook. Everyone knows Facebook, Meta now it's called. He was a co-founder, and this is his birthday, May 22nd. He was born back in 1984. There's a whole list of other tech history. We normally do one per day, but there's even more, like Microsoft Windows 3.0 was released today, May 22nd, 1990. Google released Google Trends today, back in 2007, so there's a lot of stuff. There you go. It's all on screen now. I'm not going to read it all, but it is all on screen. So there you go. All right, let's get on to one of our big three topics. You can now install Windows 11's next big update early. Microsoft's update includes HDR background support, sudo for Windows, which is if you're a big command line user, which I use it sometimes, but I'm not a power user, that's for sure, and a lot more. Alex, what operating system are you using? Mac, Windows?
I mainly just use a Mac.
Okay, yeah. I've been talking about how I wanted to buy a MacBook because I really need a laptop. Well, not yet. I will, like, this summer and after that.
I highly recommend the Macs. Those are pretty powerful, especially the M series chips. Those really make it very powerful. in my opinion.
All right, great to know. Yeah, maybe I'll ask you more when I'm looking to buy one. But yeah, this summer and then next year, I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling, so I really need one, or just a laptop in general. But I was thinking of Mac. I run Windows 11 on the PC I stream on, and my regular PC for everything else. So yeah, so hopefully, I kind of wanted to have both. So when stuff comes out on the Mac, I can talk about it, because right now I can really only talk about stuff on Windows. But yeah. So here we go. This is the news. So you can install Windows 11's biggest update right now, apparently. It's a release preview today, and it's the final ring of testing before 2024 H2. That's the update that will be available to all Windows users coming soon. It's going to include, we already said sudo for Windows, but also Rust in the Windows kernel, which is very interesting for programmers that use Rust or know of Rust or like Rust in any way. But yeah, so that's exciting. I can't wait. If you guys want to use sudo on this new update, you will have to enable it in the settings menu. You just go to System, then For Developers, and turn it on right here. There's a little image on screen to help you out there. But this is pretty interesting for anyone that it applies to, and I can assure you that after this live stream, I will definitely go and download it. All right. Next up, Meta Ray-Ban's glasses, which I remind you, I just bought like a few weeks ago, and I've had them for like a week now. Love them. Anyway, they will now allow you, will now post Instagram stories for you. You won't have to take out your phone. You can just say, "Hey Meta, share my last photo on Instagram," and the glasses will post that photo to your Instagram story. This is awesome for content creators or just people that just, passively use Instagram. They, it's not their job. They just do it for fun. It's great for everyone. If you own these glasses, can make, a big time saver, really. This feature is one of several updates that Meta is starting to roll out to the glasses, including support for Amazon Music and the meditation app Calm. All right, pretty cool. This is why I bought them, right? Meta is always doing great software updates. They had one come out last month before I bought it that I now have, where you could say, "Hey Meta, look and tell me," and then you can ask it to tell you anything about the environment you're in, because it's got those two cameras on them. So I really like these things, and I'll let you know. This is why I bought them, because we talk about them a good amount. So I figured I'll be able to test out these cool features. So there you go. Yeah, the rest of this article goes in and talks about what I just said about that multimodal feature where it can use the cameras. All right, next up, the final one of the big three. Shazam, if you didn't know, is a feature on the iPhone that allows you to, detect or I guess research isn't really the word, but research music that is playing around you. Anyway, now it is going to appear in the dynamic island if you have an iPhone 15. I do. The dynamic island is a highly controversial feature, not because it's bad or anything, just because people think it's stupid. I like it. I think it's a creative solution to a problem. Let's put it that way. Anyway, Shazam is a shortcut in the control center on iOS. Not a lot of people know about it, but that's why we're telling you about it, so you can know and use it. Anyway, it will now appear on the dynamic island for you, and it also supports live activities on iOS. So pretty cool. Excited to see that. I think that's coming in the next update.
iOS 18?
I don't know if it's 18. I think it's one of the, point 1, whatever that they do. Yeah, so we'll have to see. All right. Next up, political ads could require AI-generated content to be disclosed. A lot of you, if you're watching TV or, just really all over, around election time, you'll get some political ads. And this is kind of in combination with what we've been seeing a lot, that AI-generated content on TikTok, on YouTube, those are really the two big names that have been forcing you or really requiring you to disclose any AI generated content in your posts, right? If you made a fake post of, say, a celebrity, doing something, they want people to know that is not really the celebrity doing that thing or saying that thing, right? So you have to say that it was made by AI. Now, soon, a law might be passed that forces political ads of any type on any platform will need to disclose AI. I wonder how. I wonder if it's just going to be a little, text at the bottom. I wonder what type of AI, right? Is it AI video, AI audio, or what if there's a little AI image, that doesn't really matter to things, or maybe AI edited the video or made the script, stuff that might...
Especially with GPT-4o, that's like pretty much the most powerful GPT to date, and seeing that it's pretty much more capable of writing these types of scripts, I have a feeling that I was maybe pretty much critical for political things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been testing it out recently, GPT-4o, and it definitely is the most powerful. It kind of even gave me that, that feeling when we were first testing out 3.5 that was like, whoa, this is really cool, like that first experience with AI almost all over again, when I was surprised that it did things a lot better than 3.5, mainly, or really 4, mainly what I noticed was different is there's sometimes a few problems when you talk to 4 and you ask it to do things and it just totally ignores it and doesn't get it and does the wrong thing. I felt like 4.0 was really getting it perfect every time. It needed some extra prompts, but as soon as I gave it that prompt, it applied it, where 4 sometimes, or regular 4, has some problems with that. But yeah, so we'll see if this really goes into affect this AI rule or law. The government body that would decide this is the FCC. So we'll have to see what they have to say and whether they think so. I mean, I think they will end up requiring this to be a thing, that they have to disclose AI because, what if say one ad against another politician, it's for one politician against another, right, includes a fake AI generated video of the other politician, right, in their ad, that could obviously be a big problem. So we'll have to see what happens.
Discrimination, I believe. I think.
Yeah, we were seeing, I think you get a lot of that stuff on Twitter, like fake AI generated photos or videos of politicians. So, imagine that in a political ad could be a big problem. So we'll have to see what happens. All right. Spotify made its own font, and it's going everywhere inside the app, and new Spotify Mix typeface is a remix of various fonts inspired by the evolving nature of audio culture. So let's see. Let's get a little look at this font. Can we see where? All right, here we go. So this is. Oh, I gotta mute the audio before we get copyright striked. But there you go. Here's the video. I don't know why I can't full screen it. But I wonder, is that the font? Is that the logo? All right. So there we go. There you go. All right, the font is as diverse and as their platform, they're saying. But let's see. I don't know. Is that the font? They keep showing different fonts, so I'm a little confused. But it's made to fit every volume.
I think it's the same font, but they're using different font styles.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to show off is that the font's dynamic, right? That is the font or the typeface, really, and that it can be changed in many different ways to make it thicker, smaller, thinner. I kind of already thought that this was already a thing. I thought this was their font that they've had for a while, but I guess not. I guess it's new. I like it because they can see this is it, kind of more stretched out, thinner, all different stuff. They can adjust it for all different reasons and purposes and different things in the app, make it really thick, and I think that's awesome. Maybe TSARP's got to work on our font a little bit. I think we just use a generic font. I like it a lot. It's called Adriana, which is what we use in our logo, but maybe we...
It sort of reminds me of Discord's own font a little bit.
Slightly, yeah. There you go. So yeah, maybe we gotta make ours more unique, more like not like Spotify's, but more unique in the way like Spotify's. But yeah, we'll see. I'll put that on the list of things to do. Next up, Amazon Alexa's big AI upgrade could require a new subscription / Amazon Prime subscribers may need another monthly subscription to use the generative AI version of Alexa. I didn't even know that they were working on... I mean, I guess I should have assumed that they were working on an AI upgrade for Alexa. I mean, Alexa and Siri and all that stuff is like the first AI that people really knew. It was very bad, but people knew it. I mean, Alexa compared to something like ChatGPT is miles away, But this is cool that they're working on one, but it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be a lot more. Actually, I was wondering why my Alexa was going off, and then I realized it was because I said Alexa. Don't know how I didn't realize that originally.
I even picked up my own, too.
Yeah, I was like, that's weird. And I have it really on low because, in case it goes off during TSARP. But, yeah. All right, so I'll call it... We should give it another name. We'll just call it Amazon. Well, we shouldn't need to say it anymore. Echo, there you go. Echo. A lot better. So all these Echoes are now going to get AI upgrades, and I don't know why I didn't think that they were working on this, but they are, but it's not going to be cheap. You're going to need your, Amazon Prime subscription still, and then on top of that, you will either add on to your Amazon Prime subscription or get a whole new one. No matter what, you're going to be paying more for this upgrade. I don't know how much better it's going to be, right? I assume it just makes the actual Echo's voice and voice commands better. I don't know in which way, but we'll really have to see. Apparently, they showcased it last September. Yeah, they showed off the updated Alexa powered by large language models, apparently here in this video. Again, I don't want to really put the audio on because what will end up happening is it will get copyright striked. But you all can go check this out on Amazon's YouTube page and see the demos of it. So pretty cool. All right, I think that was really it for today's episode. A little shorter of a news day, but we will have more tomorrow. We'll talk about some of the stuff that happened today that's happening at more Microsoft conferences. I mean, it's like not just Microsoft, but there's been a lot of AI conferences recently, and it's all over. So we'll continue on with that tomorrow because there's a lot to talk about. I can't wait for that. Thank you, Alex, for joining in for today's episode, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See ya.